Well, here we are in Hawaii. You see I got to get to the grass over here. I didn't finish weeding over here on the left yet. But we'll look at some of these fun trees on the left. That's a guava tree right there. All these tires were left here by the previous owner, so we took them and I lined up this wood and stacked up the tires, and we filled them with mulch and put fish in there. And it's a really beautiful gardenia. It's a pink plumeria. And then this orchid right here, it grows wild, so we took it and we put it on this wood, and it's just going to grow along this whole wood. See how it's already growing along. And so there's some of the orange wild ones down there, and these ones are purple, and there's yellow and all different flavors and colors. It's a red hibiscus. It's a tea. You can make a tea out of it. It's good for your kidneys. Plumeria. We just planted these plumerias. And some empty tires I need to fill up. Here's another gardenia. Kaipalani's mother loves the gardenias, so we grow those as much as we can. And you can see I just trimmed all this. These big trees you see, that's the hardwood, that's ohia. And in the trees you can see those are called lehua. Those are the little spiny flowers that grow in the trees. And it's springtime and we've had a ton of rain, so we have a ton of ohia and a ton of lehuas. See if I can get some of these red ones. See how beautiful they are? They're so red and beautiful and vibrant this year. So that's all in this area, and that's part of the lava flow back there. And there's Kay the dog. He's down there about halfway up from the road. That way he can watch the road. Oh yeah, there's the other tough guys. We keep it wild down there. We got our beasts. Let's go see the mean little beasts. They're jumping. There's our beasts. Ooh, see how tough they are. There's our little trailer. More ohia trees. Let's go up and let's see this part of the garden. This is the front yard. This avocado tree. Another avocado tree. They're about 2 years old. They're finally really taking off. Took them forever to really catch and take root. You know, we just put them straight in the mulch, and it takes a while for the mulch to really break down. This is a black tea leaf right here. It's really cool. Some interesting plants. It's more of the wild orchids, the purple ones. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to guess it's a gardenia. That's a protea. And it got tall, and she buried in more mulch. So you see there's two of them there, they're sprouting up. So that's the volcano flower. It's beautiful. We'll show you that as it grows later on. And these are all our papayas. We have a little papaya orchard right here in the front, which is really cool. A lot of the papaya farms got burnt up in the volcano last year, so we started planting a ton of papayas last year. And look how tall they are now. These are papaya trees. And once they get to be about 6 to 10 feet tall, I'll pinch the top and try to keep them short so that we can reach up and grab the papayas. That way they're not too far away. And those are more guavas. These are guavas right here. That's the guava. And they'll grow about 3 times that size, and they'll turn yellow, and then it's time to pick them. And that's, let's see, they call it the cobra ginger. It's a real neat little exotic plant. And then that's a big, beautiful tea leaf. That's a puakeni plant. This is more of the orchids. That's what those are. This is how it all grows. We just get these stacks of mulch And then we spread it out all over the whole yard. And this was all rock, and you see now we have grass. Sort of. It's, you know, it's coming. It's going to take more time. I just now mowed it down, so it was up to my knees. And that part is a little bit still kind of rockier, but you can see the grass is getting thicker over here. There's my shed I built. I built that shed. And see that's our property line. So that shed's on the other property. But guess what? We went to the tax auction sale yesterday and we bought that property. So now we don't have to move our shed. And then here's a little building materials. I'm going to build another little shed. And that's the back of our little house. Got some stuff piled around. We got this porta potty. We're going to, who knows what we're going to use it for. Maybe we'll make it into a shower house for a camper or something like that. You know, it's dry storage right now. And there's a kennel that we had one of the dogs. This is a water tote. That's where we haul water and move water around and store water in. That's our water system. And in order for it to be not permitted, I make it all temporary. So this is my temporary water system. And you would never know it was temporary if you went inside and used it. And there's my little temporary water heater. It's a water heater for an RV. Runs off that propane. Got hot water coming into the shower and hot water to the sink. That splits off right there, sink and shower. Hot water and cold water, toilet, sink, hose, all that stuff. And there's the storage for the water. Another tea leaf. A little solar panel. Right there runs our battery that runs the pump. That little pump right there runs everything. It's an RV pump. It's actually a large size RV pump or a marine pump, boat pump. Here we got sweet potatoes. This is a weed that's called jujui. And you take the whole thing, the root and everything, and you clean it off and you boil it. And you steam your face in it and it clears up your sinuses. There's some more papaya trees, little ones getting started. They're volunteers. That's ginger right there. It's actually turmeric, a different kind of ginger. And this is the backyard. See, got more grass. More grass. It's getting thicker, getting thicker. A little material we got to throw away from one of the projects. More papayas. Aiden planted these papayas over here. That's taro growing back there. That's Bruno the dog. Look at him. He's a tough guy. And swing back over here. That's kind of the wild area. This is a banana. Kaipalani planted. And papayas. There's a tea leaf. More papaya right there. That's pineapple. Those are all pineapples. Our little pineapple field. And more papayas and bananas and rosemary. I just laid waste to all the spinach. This was just covered in spinach. I just mowed it down and it just disintegrates within about 2 days. Then here starts the pumpkin. Another banana. This is our lily koi we're getting to just take off. It just started naturally on its own, so we're kind of, trying to help it grow. There's a really cool succulent that grows up here on the mountain naturally. It's all over the place. We put it there, but we took it from another place. And this is the pumpkin patch. It grows up this whole side of the hill. And that's all pumpkin. This is all pumpkin. You can see inside there, that's one of the flowers just starting. That's going to be a pumpkin. And there's a lot of those in there. We harvested 10 pumpkins already this year. And they was called kombucha pumpkins. They're a Japanese kind of pumpkin. The Chinese love them. They eat them too. So we eat them in soup. They're really good. Chicken and pumpkin soup. It's really good. And then that right there might not look anything special, but that's a mamaki plant. Mamaki tea. Lowers your blood pressure. Kaipilani drinks it now, and now she doesn't take blood pressure medicine. It's pretty great. And I'm going to build a little shed. Right here is going to be a little shed. And here's another papaya growing in tires. That is a... What is this? I don't know what this is. I'll have to talk to Mama Bear and find out what that is. Starting to have flowers, whatever it is. More papayas back there. This is my little kahili tea leaf and orchid pile. I want all the orchids to pile up right here. All these orchids were just little sticks and twigs and roots. And look how much they've grown in 2 years. They've turned into these massive, big... So anyway, the way that they wind up is they turn out kind of like a hedge. So I'm going to make this into a hedge right back here. All this is all that same orchid, so it'll be all different colors. Orange and purple. All we have is the orange sticking out right now. But there's an orange, there's a purple, red, yellow. All these orchids are going to be real beautiful. And then that is... I don't know what it is, but that's one of Kaipilani's plants. It's another tea leaf. Got all these glass bricks for one of our properties. We'll do something with them one day. She wants to build them for like a bathroom or something. We'll see. That is red hibiscus again. And the grass is nice and thick up here. But anyway, I've been clearing this part of the land. This is a avocado tree that's taken off. It's doing really well. That's a nice big one. That's a different kind of avocado. Or I'm sorry, no, that's a mango. That's not an avocado. And that's an avocado. And that's my shed over there. And then we're going to come back here. And we got a couple of plants back here. But really, I want you to see the gulch that's in the backyard. More big plants, you see. Got the trees. These are kukui nut. Those were nothing but a stick for like 2 years, and finally they just now started blooming from the top, and they're going to be humongous. And so that's going to be nice right here on the edge, because they're right on the edge of the gulch, and it goes all the way down, probably about 60 feet. So this is the edge. Kind of hard to see on the film. I'll try to get over here where you can see it better. As you can see down there, some sort of a cave or something. I have not spelunked down there. It's straight down, but our property goes all the way up here. This is the lava rock. You can see this is lava. This was all rock, the whole place, the whole entire acre, until we came and started putting down mulch. And so it was kind of wilder back here. Let's look at this up here. So this big bluff right here, right there where that cherry's falling down, is pretty much my property line. Then, if you kind of go over about 20 feet, right up there is where we're going to build. And then from there, you can turn around, and you can't see it as much from down here. And it's hard to climb up there, but see if I can get this to zoom in a little bit. I don't know how to make it work. Anyway, there it is. Way down there is South Point. And having a view of South Point is really, really, really cool. It's valuable for your property, and plus it's just real pretty to look at. And so we'll have South Point on that side. And then over there of the sunset and the ocean view. And we'll be able to see it all from right up there, which is where we're going to build our little permanent house. And this hole goes along and it comes around the back of the property, and it's kind of like a natural barrier. It's my my own personal Rio Grande, or Rio del Norte, depending on which side of it you're calling it from, you know. All right, so it's time for me to turn on the generator. That's some of the woods up in the backyard. All that, I'm gonna be clearing all that and taking out all the junk trees. We cleared out, all this was super thick. So everything to the left over here a few days ago was thicker than that. You couldn't even see. Couldn't even see a foot in front of your face. So I just took a chainsaw to it and just started chopping it all down. So that's what we've been doing, chopping down trees. That's the backyard. See Bruno's over there. That's the Hummer in the tent. Can't really see it. There's our little house. Our little cabin in the woods. Here, I'll flip it around so I can say aloha for a minute. See how it works. Well, I don't know how to make it work. Aloha.